I'm Gabby.
And I'm Carla.
And if you're new here, we have been dental assistants for over a decade now. And in our channel, you can expect to see contests for dental assistants, but also for anybody that wants to take care of their oral health.
So if you're returning back, thank you so much for your support. Since you're already here, don't forget to click the like button. And if you're new, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our weekly videos.
As you guys already know, I recently graduated with my bachelor's degree.
Still hangover.
We're still celebrating.
Yeah.
So a lot of you guys asked us to do a video on how we went back to school. A lot of dental assistants want to go back to school, but they don't know where to start. So we're going to look back at our bumpy journey.
Very bumpy.
Getting our degree and share with you guys how it was.
So I graduated with my bachelor's in 2016, and then I went back and took more classes for a post-bac, and I finished that in 2019.
Time flies.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun. And Gabby just graduated, and you got a lot of love, a lot of congratulations.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
So now that it's out in the open, we just wanted to start off by saying that we kind of didn't really want to put this out from the get-go because it's not really what Dental Vibes was about. It wasn't really to bring focus into our personal life, but you know, like we said, after we shared it with you guys, then new questions were brought in about like, oh, what, you know, like,
what do you do it? Why'd you go back to school?
Yeah, how'd you do it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and we were like, we're just gonna have to share this.
Yeah.
And you know, at first, we're not gonna lie, we were a little hesitant to share this because I don't know, it's kind of scary to put your own personal goals out there on social media. But for everybody that was asking why we went back to school, what our goal was, we're trying to get to dental school. So it is even a little weird for us to release that to the universe because, you know, this goal of ours could be very competitive. It's a bumpy road. But we're like, you know, after everything, I feel that it will be a good thing for us to share our journey with all of you, and hopefully we can motivate anybody that's been considering going back to school and is hesitant. If we did it, you can do it. So
for sure.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and share how we did it and where did we start.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go first since I'm the oldest. All right, so once I started working as a dental assistant, I was like excited, but I'm not gonna lie, I was like, holy crap, this is difficult. I was
what did I get myself into?
Overwhelming, and I'm like, but you know what? I knew that I wanted to move on and get a college degree, and I was open to the journey, so I signed up to our community college and started classes there, and you know, that was my short beginning. Yeah, the rest is history.
So for me, when I started my dental assisting journey, right away I knew this is where I belong. Yeah. I said, you know,
I'm growing old here.
Yes, I want to be in dentistry forever. I really like this. I think it was like 2 years after I started working as a dental assistant, I made a decision that I wanted to go back to school to be a dentist. And I said, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it somehow. So Carla at the time, she was already in college, almost. No, you already had your bachelor's by then. I think you were taking.
When you started Valencia.
I don't know.
Anyways,
Carla was in college, so I knew she was gonna help me. So I called her plenty of times, saying, "Oh my God, where do I begin? What classes do I take?" So she helped me a lot getting started. And then I just signed up, and then, like Carla said, I did the same community college, which is awesome because it's very flexible. Very flexible.
Night school, online classes, small classes, which is great. You just learn better, especially if you're intimidated being in a large group of people.
I think it's a great way to start. And then, you know, our goal at the time, well, it was my goal through my whole school journey, but you know, it wasn't 100% possible. But especially in the beginning, was to keep my full time because I had bills. So I'm like, you know, I really want to work full time and then start one class here, maybe 2 classes after work until I can't anymore. So that's how we started a community college, just taking a few classes here and there to get a feel for the college life. And then another big question that we got a lot was, how did you pay for college? It's so expensive. And that is actually one of the reasons why so many people, they think about going, but they decide not to because
they hold back.
They don't think that they can afford it. So how did you do it?
So I was blessed that because I started that at a young age, I had scholarships, and I know that if I was an adult now, that's not so easy. However, I will give you the information. There's this website, FastWeb, that I personally is still going, and I personally won little scholarships from there. And just like everybody, there's, you know, companies, there's tons of money really out there. You do have to search for it. That's just one website. You have another one that
Gold.org.
Yeah, and we're gonna link them below, so you should check them out. There is money out there, and you know,
just gotta check your resources. You know, before just thinking it's impossible. Check your resources first. Like Carla said, there are some scholarships out there. Also, your school provides scholarships, and sometimes you don't even need to fill anything out.
They just give it to you.
You just fall under the category that they're giving out money to, and then boom, you get some help. Also, there's grants, right? Depending on your income, you fill out your FAFSA, and you can get some grants to help you. And I mean, worst case scenario, there's student loans.
Student loans, which you know, a lot of people are scared.
So scared of it.
But then I say, you know, most of us really, what's the easiest thing to do? Swipe up a credit card. And if you think about it, the interest rate on a credit card is so much higher than the student loan. You know, it's like we're comparing like 20% to like 3% with the student loans. Of course, you have to use all of, you know, any type of loan money very wisely. You know, don't just like use it for random classes. You know, it just has to be with an objective. But don't be afraid to use your student loans. I mean, I think that another big concern is, okay, I can pay for school with these help, whatever, but how am I going to pay for my bills if I have to go down some hours at work? And that's a valid
question. I mean, some people that want to go into hygiene, they're like, there's no way I'm gonna like not work for 2 years while I'm in the hygiene program. How am I gonna survive? It can't happen. Again, student loans are there. I had to do it when I got into the university, and I had to cut some days back at work.
And it's more expensive too. To pay for.
And I was taking more classes, so I had, you know, I needed more money. So yes, I did student loans to implement. Of course, any free time I had, I did try to work. Do some gigs here and there.
Not at the office though. I always like the office. I wouldn't do more than 32 hours in that Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday schedule. Office hours is very limiting. There are some science classes specifically that require, they have like middle of the day labs, and you're like, crappers, you know, what am I gonna do? For me, it was retail. That's how I would supplement anything, you know, like here in Orlando, we're lucky we have theme parks, we have the shopping outlets, and during the holidays or summertime, they hire more people. So I'll be like in those groups where it's like, I'm working every weekend for 8 weeks straight. Or, you know, guys, having that drive that I'm like, I need to pay for this, you know, that's how I became kind of like the best employee that I could be, because I'm like, hey, when I went into my reviews or pay raise, this is what I need to get paid, period, you know. Also, if you have a bonus system, take advantage of that. I'm like, how do we meet this goal? Be on top of that, because sometimes meeting that goal and getting that bonus, that's how I would, you know, pay something either on my savings or pay my class that semester. It helps a lot.
Another question that we got a lot from you guys is, how was your schedule, like your work schedule and your school schedule? How did you balance both of them?
I don't know. We were just rolling with the punches.
I was just like a robot. I didn't know what day it was, what month it was.
And this is the most, by the way, this is very difficult to answer this question. And there's no right or wrong answer, but you know, you do have to cut some hours sometimes, some semesters. There were times where I would like work, I think Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays full time, and then Tuesday and Thursdays I would just work the morning, and my office was okay with that, which is key, right?
It's key. I mean, if you don't have that support at work, it's gonna be very challenging.
Yeah, even if you have to go down to part-time, they may say no, right? And then you may have to quit and just say, no, I'm gonna find another part-time job. But
yeah, I mean, even if you have a class, and I had this happen to me a lot, where I was supposed to finish work at 4, and then my class starts at 5:30.
Yeah.
So if we're running behind,
you can't.
or they try to squeeze a patient in, like I can't. I have to get out of here at 4 o'clock on the dot. And if your office is not supportive and respects your time, that like you have somewhere to be, then it's gonna be very hard. So number one thing is just make sure that your office is going to support you and be flexible with you. And in my case, Carla was an angel. She was so flexible.
It worked out.
Because every semester was different. I'm like, hey Carla, next semester I can't find classes the regular days that we talked about, so we're gonna have to change things. And it just worked out. She was flexible. My job didn't have a problem with that. So if you don't have that support at work, you might have to find an office, or maybe not in dentistry to get you through school, but some place that you can go and do the part-time hours to make your ends meet. And
now for sure, if you start at community college, it's better. It's easier because I think the night classes, they start at 6, a little bit later, gives you more time. There's more online. It also depends what you go back for. You know, we're talking about stuff got real when you start taking upper level science courses and they have labs, and you know,
it's like a 3-hour class.
Yeah, it just gets more involved in that. But there's, like I said, no right or wrong. It's very challenging, and you have to find a way to make it work.
Alright, so we're going to wrap this video up because it's way too long already. We're going to leave you guys with some advice. So anybody that's considering going back to school, this is what we tell you. 1, Carla already said this, that is challenging. It is challenging.
Very.
Very. It's a bumpy road. It could take a long time, especially if you're going to do school part-time. But you just have to be realistic with yourself and say, listen, this is really what I want. I'm going to enjoy this ride, and I'm going to make this happen. Even if I cried, I've cried plenty of times. I felt overwhelmed plenty of times. It's hard. But if we did it, you can do it. Okay. Second advice is don't let other people's opinion
that's a big one.
Drive you away from your goal. Because when you start asking people, hey, you know, I've been thinking, let's say dental school, for example, it's the big one. Oh, I've been thinking about going back to school to be a dentist. And then some negative comments like, oh, well, you're going to be in debt for the rest of your life. That's not even worth going there. Or, oh, you know, it's too hard. Or you're going to be in school forever. You're already old. You know, all these negative comments is definitely going to put a doubt in your mind. So make sure you ask the right questions to the right people. You know, it's okay to ask questions to get information, but when you're asking people questions for them to guide you in a certain direction where it should be your decision, you should think about it. You should see if it fits your life, if it's really what you want, if that's a goal that you'll be happy with, and you should make that decision. Okay. The last one I will say And I will speak for myself because when I decided to go back to school, I felt like I was already late to the game. And I knew it was a long road, and I was like, okay, I have a goal. I need to get a clear, straight path to get to that goal as soon as I can, which it really wasn't fast. But
it was objective.
But, you know, I would say get your resources, ask questions, see what major is going to fit you, talk to your advisors plenty of times because sometimes you get mixed information. So it's just going to be easier for you instead of you just jumping majors, taking classes you don't need, and it's just gonna, you know, waste time, waste money. Now, of course, if you're not completely sure what you want, it's okay to change majors. It's okay to be interested in something else. But if you know this is my goal, this is what I want, just make sure that you get all the information you need so you can have a clear path to that goal.
Now, I have just very short two last pieces of advice, and it's number one, just start. I feel
that's
like
the hardest one.
That is the hardest thing, and you know, you can find an excuse for anything. And you know, I'm very chill and I just say, yeah, just start. And it's so easy. It's like, it wasn't easy for me, but you think about, oh, okay, I had this goal and it'll take me forever. And I was feeling like very little over here. And it's just like, don't think about it. Don't think about how you're going to pay for it. Like sometimes we overthink, overwork ourselves. And it's like, you know, you haven't even done like one semester. Because it will become a little bit more easy as you get into it. You'll feel more motivated, you know what I mean? And the second thing is forgive yourself if you have to stop, but always keep going. I've had to stop, skip some semesters, take care of some family issues, or you know, I failed some classes. I hate to say that, but you know, you forgive yourself and you keep moving because that's life.
You're not the only one that's been there.
You just have to continue to push yourself towards whatever goal you're working in. So guys, don't give up just yet.
Alright, so if you're thinking about going back to school, let us know through the comment what for. And if you are back in school, let us know how it's going.
And do we need to cry together when finals come around?
You'll be done before you know it. And as always, of course, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys next time. Keep smiling.